what's happening here. First off, is a couple of things: State Department overhaul, and then I can't an anti-Christian task force. So first off, State Department is looking to make massive cuts. This is a part of more of the Doge stuff. Reorganizing, cutting 132 domestic offices, eliminating 700 jobs in D.C. Of course, these offices will be impacting war crimes, global conflict, human rights as well. You got that. Rubio says the current department is, quote, overgrown. Huh. Okay, gotcha. Then you have the Department of Veteran Affairs requiring employees to report any other employees if there's a sign of anti-Christian bias. Gotcha. This follows an executive order from the idiot who has launched a government-wide effort to investigate what he calls anti-Christian discrimination across federal agencies. Attorney General Pam Bondi is leading the 2-year initiative, which aims to rewrite or remove any policies seen as biased against Christian beliefs. Joe?
Oh, so we're going against, we're not going to have anti-Christian policies, but it's okay for us to not be Christ-like at all. And so, this is nuts. No such thing as separation between church and state. And they're actually, there are people that can sue on religious discrimination grounds. So this is being maybe proactive, talking about a problem that doesn't seem to be there. Not about people that have actually brought lawsuits, not actually about something where people have actually advocated on the behalf of people, because there's this whole thing that's gone on that's decidedly anti-Christian or anti-religious for that matter. Hasn't happened. This is something to kind of, please right wing, maybe so, right wing Christian, including Christian evangelicals, frankly, that don't understand government, don't understand separation between church and state. And, you just speak to them and their nice, simple language. Oh, here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing. We're fighting for you. And so it is ridiculous. But the question becomes how creative they're going to be in pulling something out of the sky, because it doesn't look like that this is the result of actual complaints that have taken place, actual lawsuits, actual proliferation of something where they've got to do something to deal with this systemic religious discrimination issue. This systemic religious discrimination issue simply does not exist.
Lauren.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about other than the usual. I mean, everything that they do sort of leads back to the same thing, which is to center sort of, I guess, white folks in some way or another. I don't know, but I think it's all distraction, quite frankly. And with regard to what you said about the State Department, and the rollback on government's too big and this and that. I'm sure everybody has noticed that the government suddenly became too big when we were making these gains, when black people were making all these gains in terms of the record number of members of Congress, record number of prosecutors around the country, progressive prosecutors usually. Just at that moment where you see a certain generation get into power, and a lot of black folks get into power, that is suddenly when the government is too big and we've got to roll everything back and everything is too big. They actually did the same thing with the Tea Party. President Obama gets into office and suddenly now there's too much government, and now that, of course, Trump is sitting there, there's all of these, every single day, he just can't be off the TV. He's got to be making a move. There's got to be an executive order. Suddenly now there's not too much government. It's an amazing strategy. Again, the Democrats have to get real about how they fight back. And, I do think that the Democratic Party does not bring their A game, and they don't put, when I was in high school, I was a chess player. I was on the chess team. And, it's not just about the strategy of thinking a lot of moves ahead. It's putting your pieces in the right position. The Democrats never seem to have their pieces in the right position. And it is good to see some of the members sort of haul off and do their own thing, because waiting for leadership is just not where it's at. Time is passing and time is of the essence.
Support the work that we do. Join our Bring the Funk fan club. You heard what we just talked about there. Folks, I can't reiterate this enough. Listen to me clearly. I cannot reiterate this enough. When you've got technology companies running scared, when you've got legacy media not doing their job, when you've got Black-owned media that is disintegrated, now is more than ever for us to have independent media that cares about the truth, that is willing to say what needs to be said. So when you support Roland Martin Unfiltered, this show, when you support the Black Star Network, you're not just supporting me, you're supporting the other shows. Our goal is to add 2 more shows this year. We want additional shows. We want more weekly and daily shows, because we want to be able to speak truth to power. We want to be able to say what is necessary where other people are scared. And when you are scared, when you're looking over your shoulder, oh my God, that advertising contract is not going to come in. Well, guess what? A lot of these major ad agencies, they're not even supporting us anyway. You know, in 6 years of doing this show, Group M hasn't done a damn thing with us. Publicis hasn't done anything with us. You've got Horizon, you've got all of these folks, they haven't done jack. And so we are calling it like we see it, and we're speaking truth. And unlike some of these other so-called progressives and people who believe in truth, I'm not running around trying to kiss MAGA ass and kiss Trump's ass. I won't be going to Mar-a-Lago, not for a damn thing. And so this is about us being able to speak truth. So when you support this show and this network with your resources, that is exactly what is happening, because we are trying to build something that is bigger and broader, and actually it has the courage to say what needs to be said, even when it makes other folk uncomfortable. If you want to contribute giving Cash App, use the Stripe QR code. This is it right here. And if you are listening, simply go to blackstarnetwork.com to check it out. Also, because you want to see your checking money order, some of y'all old school, we understand that. See your checking money order to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C., 20037 7-0196. PayPal, R. Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle, Roland at RolandSMartin.com, Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. And again, folks, we've got some 4 million social media followers. If only 20,000 of our fans contribute at least $50 each, which comes out to $4.19 a month, 13 cents a day, that's $1 million that allows us to be able to continue to build, to add these shows and do the work that's required. So your support is needed. So please join our Bring the Funk fan club today. If you've not already joined, if you have given to us in the past, please renew your commitment, because it's important that we support Black-owned media, because Black-owned media matters.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.